There's 3 saunas behind you that are very different and in very different price ranges. But out of all the 40 plus saunas you've used, tested, you had to throw away every single sauna and you can only keep one. Which one are you keeping?
Man, that's a hard call. Can I establish some criteria around this first? Like, where am I going to use it? Is anybody going to use it with me? What climate?
All right, I'll give you this. One for Maine,
Okay.
cold climate.
Okay.
One for Florida, hot climate.
Okay.
What are the 2 you're choosing?
All right. Well, in Maine, I have unlimited space. I also have basement gym. I can run dedicated electrical. So I'm choosing Radiant Health 2.5. Well, it's exactly like the Pause 2, but it's a little bigger. So instead of just having a window on one side, it's window, door, window. It's a foot wider. It also has 2 heaters on the front wall. There's a heater here. If you go watch some of the other videos on the channel, we have individual reviews of each model. But I'm choosing this because if you look at pictures of me in it, I'm literally stretched out with my legs up on the bench. And because it has a bench heater in it, whether my legs are down or I'm laying down up on the bench, I'm getting heat from the underside. So I'm building sweat regardless of temperature. And just the comfort, the size of it and the refinements. It's got an insulated roof now with the Pause. It's got the remote app thing. I don't really use that too much, but it is kind of cool that it's there. That way, if I was like out on a snowmobile ride and I had all my gear on, but I wanted the sauna to be ready in 10 minutes, I could be in the garage, putting my sled up, stripping all my gear, getting my boots off, and I didn't have to run inside and push the button to turn the thing on, which is kind of growing on me a little bit. At first, I was like, hell with all that tech stuff. It's just something else to break and this and that. But then I was like, all right, I kind of wish it had a control panel on the inside. But what I like more than that is being able to be in the garage and say, you know what? I feel like getting a sauna session in. It's been a cold day in the snow. Let's get this thing cranking. If I had to choose one forever sauna, it's going to be the Radiant Health 2.5. And if you watch my videos from 3-4 years ago, you can see the smile on my face like it's happening now. I get in this thing and I'm just like, wow. It's a really great blend of having extra space if I want a spouse, to use it. If I want to stretch out and be really comfortable because I'm broad-shouldered and bigger person. Doesn't compromise heat performance because it's like a 5-person massive, cubic footage, sauna. They don't work exceptionally well in like 45 or 55 degree unheated spaces, but a lot of infrared saunas don't. But it has the best blend of size versus heat performance, and it has the best heater layout in the industry. And now, with this zone control, I can individually control the bench heater, the calf heater, and the floor heater to suit my taste. So I don't have to do things like double up the towels on the floor heater because they're burning my feet or something like that. And a lot of times that is not a con, it's a pro, because it allows the sauna to heat up, quicker, or you can sweat more at a lower temperature. But with zone controls, you can customize it. Gun to the head, I can only pick one thing. I have to keep one sauna forever. It's Radiant Health 2.5.
What about if you do have a 45-degree space? Is there a particular sauna that combats that heat very well?
Well, no sauna manufacturer that I'm aware of recommends customers putting infrared saunas in that cold of a space. Most of it is due to the temperature swing from 40 degrees to 150. It takes a very long time to heat that. Also takes more power. But if there was one on the market, which is probably my secondary choice for the Florida place, it would probably be Rocky Mountain or Heavenly Heat Eco. They have similar pros and cons, but the heat performance that you get out of these is pretty exceptional. This has an instant on full spectrum heater in the front. It doesn't have gadgets and bells and whistles and some fancy tech package. It doesn't, you can't accessorize with extra red lights and this, that, and the other. But for heat performance, build quality, the way that it looks is like wowzers. And the amount of heat coverage that you get for the money is pretty incredible. So for something that I can fit in a Florida condo, in a secondary place that's plug and play, no electrician required. Like my ideal sauna setup, if I were to add red lights and have a vibration plate, or I'm gonna have a treadmill in there and all this stuff, I've got to have an electrician run some dedicated circuits to power all that. With this, or with the Heavenly Heat Eco, I could literally find an empty closet that has an outlet in it, assemble this thing in there, and probably in a half an hour, I'm plug and play, ready to go, getting my sweat on. So it's pretty hard to ignore. And for the money, the Rocky Mountain is absolutely incredible. I'd probably take this. So you said audience wants to know always, Matt, you can only have one sauna. Is that the premise of this interrogation?
I get comments all the time about what your favorite sauna is. Because look behind you. You got 3 lined up here. You got a $2,500 one. You got like a
3850 for the one person, 4400, 4500 for the two person. And then flagship, I forget what the 2.5. 2.5 is a little bigger than this. I mean, it's expensive. It's, you know, 7-8 grand for flagship plus red light.
very drastically different price ranges.
Yeah.
But I would say these two are just so similar. Like build quality on both is nice.
Yep.
But it's really, I mean, I guess it does boil down to what other people want.
Yeah, a lot of people say, you know, is it worth spending the extra money? Or, oh, Matt, you just like the expensive ones. And it's like, if I was going to go on a cross-country road trip, would I want to choose the cheapest Kia hatchback I could get? Or would I prefer to be in the Lexus? You want to be in the Lexus. This is much the same. So if, you know, if somebody wants to hate on me because I want the more comfortable option, then I mean, that doesn't have anything to do with me. That's their problem, right? And I've got plenty of videos on the channel that cover budget stuff. I love the one-person Rejuvicure community discount code. It's like $2,000 or a little bit less. If you have no money, we have the DIY sauna. That's a tent sauna you can build for $300-400. But if you're asking me, having tried all these things, if I could only keep one, it would, for me, the real answer is which scenario is it? How much space and electrical do I have? If that's unlimited and budget's not a concern, it's gonna be the Radiant Health 2.5. If it is a concern and I'm constrained to an apartment, I can't rip the walls open to upgrade electrical, run dedicated lines, get an electrician in there. It's gonna be Rocky Mountain one person or Heavenly Heat Eco one person. Eco is a mini sauna. It's significantly smaller than this, but the performance and the look and feel of it is undeniable. Same thing for the Rocky Mountain though.